Hey, I was going to push this back because Jonesing is live right now, but honestly, I can't. I just need to, I just need to get this over with. So I'm going to play my intro. Hi, Peggy. Thanks for being here, sweetheart. And I'll be back in a second.
Because your mind is on vacation and your mouth is working overtime.
If you're someone who's been feeling alone, this world can be a little scary. So come talk to Grandma Sherry.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming in. I know most of you probably catch this on the replay, so that's cool. Hope everybody's doing well. Just real quick, got to get some ranting off my chest. Everybody knows that I've been having problems with my car. It died on March 4th. Literally, I was driving. It died. It threw some warning lights on the dashboard. I took it back to the oil change place that I just had the oil changed at a week before. And they said, oh, no, look, it's at a safe level. And they showed me the dipstick. And they said, Ford has a recall on the oil pump tensioner arm on your vehicle. It's an advance notice. It's not active yet, but take it down to the car dealership and see what they can do. Sorry. And so I took it down there and they did a diagnostic on it and they said, you need a new engine. I'm like, did you even check to see if this is recall related? And they said, no, that would be 15 hours of tear down. And I would have to approve that. And if they tore it down and it is recall related, then I would still have to pay for it. the 15-hour teardown, which is $2,800, and the engine, which is about $7,600 or something. So I would have to pay for that. And then once Ford actually activates its recall, then I can submit my receipts for a possible consideration for reimbursement. Now, if I had $11,000, I would just say, fuck all that and go get me a used car. Know what I'm saying, Vern? So I called Ford Motor Cars and I talked to their customer service people, who are absolutely fabulous, by the way. And so I said, well, here's the thing. You got to recall, my car is being affected by it now. And can you guys do something? Because I was told there was something called a good faith review, and that Ford would actually advance the repairs on it because I'm being affected now. And they reviewed my stuff. Hang on, I got to put on my big girl panties. They reviewed my stuff. My car is 5,000 miles outside warranty. Because it's outside warranty, they're not going to do anything. Sorry, no, there's no financial assistance for you. We're not going to help you. The dealership, I go back to them and they say, and I said, did you see if the oil pump tensioner arm has been fractured? Because I talked to Scotty Kilmer, who has a YouTube channel with 6.5 million subscribers. 6.5 million. Scotty Kilmer told me that I would probably just need to get a lawyer because Ford has been dragging their feet on this thing since 2016, when they first became aware of a problem with that engine. By 2022, the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration got enough complaints and they told Ford, hey, you need to make a recall on this thing. So Ford looked at it and said, oh, well, there's only been 2 accidents because the car just stops running in the middle of traffic. There hasn't been any fatalities. So we'll issue an advance notice and let people know that in the second quarter of 2024, we'll be issuing parts. We're going to activate this thing, and then they can replace the oil tensioner belt or the arm or whatever. And so, they knew about that for a long time. They dicked around with it. The thing that bothers me is that they knew about this problem while my car was still in warranty. And I should have answered those calls from the extended warranty guys. So I've been ping-ponging back and forth between Ford Motor Cars and my local Ford dealership service department. And when I took my car in, I drove my car in to the service department for them to have a look-see at it, to say that they found metal in my oil and that there was camshaft codes being thrown in their diagnostic. That's when they said I need a new engine. So I went to try to move my car back so we'd have a little bit more room in the driveway. Mind you, I had to have it towed home because when I went to pick it up from the dealership, they couldn't get it to get in gear. It's like, okay, whatever, just, fine. I'll have a tow truck come get it. So we get it here, and the first time I've tried to turn this thing on, it doesn't do anything. It's in a coma. My car is in a coma. It won't even start. And when it tries to start on auxiliary power, it throws every graphic and error code on the dashboard. The thing is freaking out. So I call the dealership back and I say, why? I drove it in. Now it's in a coma. What's going on? They're like, I don't know. I don't know. But you can pay for the 15 hours of tear down for diagnostics, which is $190 an hour. That's $2,800. And then if it's not recall related, okay, here, let me back up. If it is recall related, I pay the $2,800 for the diagnostic. Then I pay the $7,000 for the engine, and I might get reimbursed if it's recall related. I told them I don't have that kind of money. I want to know why my car is not running right now when I took it into you and it was. I don't know, ma'am. I don't know. So I'm so frustrated. I'm so frustrated. I'm just gonna call, and I still owe $15,000 on this stupid thing. So I'm just gonna call my finance company and say, "Come pick up this piece of shit. Just repossess it right now. I don't care." What really bothers me is that with all of these people back and forth, the dealership is the only one that has the balls to tell me we can't work for free. Somebody's got to pay it. P66 Amelia, Yaya, hi. Thanks for coming in. I know this is not trauma. I'm not talking about what a scumbag Seth Rogers is or Tony Mathis and heck, even the trial people like Lynn and Bob, they only have a few people. Because there's 500 or 600 people, up to 1,000 people in the trauma streams. And I'm frustrated today, guys. I'm so frustrated. I put a call into my local TV station because I wanted to talk to them. I want them to get on Ford. I want them to issue in their recall that if there's engine damage, which this is according to Scotty Kilmer with the 6.5 million people, that they'll just include that. Yeah, we will pay for that. That's not the wording in the recall right now. So I'm frustrated about that. I'm frustrated about trauma. I'm just upset. It is planned, Peggy. It's all planned. Cars are being built to be broken on purpose. Yeah. Oh, that's a hug emoji. It's hard to see on this side. But yeah, talking about planned. Oh my God. Oh my God. Whew. Okay. That's off my chest. So I'm hoping maybe the news station will help me. I can't do anything about people flocking to hear about the newest in the trauma. And when 2.5 hours of those streams are about the old trauma. Give me a break. Yeah, facing a big bill for a car can't even use. Well, here's the great thing. I was doing DoorDash, not a whole lot of money, but I can't even do that now. So I don't know. I just think our governments and our corporations, there's like, this billionaire boys club where they all have martinis and they drink adrenochrome or whatever, and they just don't care. They don't care. solve at 7 in Massachusetts. Yeah, I don't have TV. You know what I mean? I don't have local stations or whatever. So I have the news app. So I'm gonna see what they can do. I'm gonna see what they can do. But anyway. So let's talk real quick about Princess Catherine. I am totally convinced that she is alive somewhere. I've been watching and reading a bunch of stuff, and it sounds like when she had her stomach surgery and they found the cancer and whatnot, that right now she has a colostomy bag. She's undergoing her treatment. She's going to have another surgery coming up not too long. So she was, trying to be all brave about it. And she wanted to appear at a couple things in June that Britain is doing. And evidently William said no, because there's something called Trooping of the Colors, where like all the military come out and King Charles and the royal family stands on the balcony or they're out at the thing, and it's a big celebration deal, right? Kate wanted to do Trooping of the Colors, and William said, no, you can't. Oh, Peggy, holy crap. Oh my God, baby. No, can you cancel that? No, because I'm going to be accused of dry begging and stuff, and that's not what I was doing. I was just complaining. But thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. But anyway, so William said, no, Kate, you can't do that. And she's supposed to receive a salute from an Irish military guard because she's like, the head of it or whatever. And they won't let her go for that. Thank you, sweetheart. That is so, so sweet. Oh, but anyway, so I think primarily, if she does have a colostomy bag, that's why we're not seeing her in public. People all griping about Prince William is out there and he's having like yard parties and he's at nightclubs and doing all this stuff. Well, yeah, what is he supposed to do? Sit there and hold her hand all day? I don't know. So, to my way of thinking, Princess Catherine is sick. She's undergoing treatment. She has another surgery to go, and we just need to keep praying for her. That's what we need to do. Don't ask me why I'm a royalist. Don't ask me why. A lot of people have. They think that, she's been deleted and that it's a big cover up, that she's, they just don't want the British royal family to look bad, for offing one of their own or covering up or whatever. I don't know. I'm hoping. So I'm just going to keep a positive outlook that Princess Kate is okay. And I don't know if I have any Brits in here. I have some Australians and New Zealanders. You're not a royalist. So you're like, yay, Harry and Meghan. But to my understanding, when YouTube channels or people on X or, wherever, if they call the Princess of Wales, Catherine, Kate Middleton, isn't that disrespectful? That's like totally negating the fact that she married into the British royal family and she's a future Queen of England. Hey, Amethyst Moon, how are you, sweetheart? Yeah, thank you. Yes, they do have a long occult history. That's the weird thing. Yeah, that whole lizard blood, everybody's descended from, who is it? Nebuchadnezzar? I don't know. It was reported earlier today that she has been seen out and about with her family, although she didn't look too well. Yeah. I heard that too. That she was seen out and about. Of course not. No, we don't wish anybody ill. But is it disrespectful to refer to her as Kate Middleton? Because when we were first introduced to her, when she and William got engaged, and then they got married, and she became what is she? The Duchess of Windsor? Or I'm confused. My mind's all messed up. But anyway, so when she got the royal title after marrying William, I was reading and I was hearing in news reports that calling her Kate is disrespectful. Her name is Catherine, begins with a C, even though they spell Kate with a K. And then, when William and Harry were in school, like they were in Eton and stuff, they called them because they were in the Prince of Wales when Charles was Prince of Wales. They're his sons, so they called them like William Wales and Harry Wales. So I'm thinking it's disrespectful to call her Kate Middleton. Oops. Kate Middleton ceased to exist the day she married Prince William. Exactly. So why do they keep calling her Kate Middleton? She's Princess Catherine, Princess of Wales. New Zealand was colonized. Royal family isn't overly popular here. Yeah, exactly. Since that whole area of the world used to be just one giant prison. One giant prison. Yes, she is the Princess of Wales. It is disrespectful. Technically, I do not think some people are just used to calling her Kate Middleton. I always called her Princess Kate, but maybe I just like the way it sounds. Yeah, Princess Kate. Yeah. Her spelling was changed when she married William from a K to a C. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah. Anyway, so I know that some of y'all kind of, here. Supposedly, Diana and Kate were chosen for their bloodlines for ritual sacrifice. I heard that too. This isn't a tinfoil hat, though, one Peggy. But I love your brain. Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know that, the scoop that I heard so far is that she's alive. She has a colostomy bag. She's going to go through surgery. And she's not going to be at the Trooping of the Colors. So that. Oh my goodness. I like using her name. She has an identity separate from the royals. Yeah. And I think that's kind of why we like Diana. Because even though Diana was from like a titled family, and she called Queen Elizabeth, she call her Aunt Lilibet. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, Diana was close. She grew up playing with Philip and Andrew. And so it wasn't like, hey, somebody found in a shop is going to marry the Prince of Wales. No, she was actually royal too. Well, she was in, the titled bloodline. So that's an interesting thing, though. Bear with me. Hi, I'm back. William gave Catherine a chance to change her mind and run. Yes, I remember that. He said, are you sure you want to marry into our family? And I guess she loved him. Gosh. Excuse me. Oh, right. Why the fake video and the fake picture? Artificial intelligence put out by the palace? Could be. Sorry. I am I'm not doing well today in general. Well, of course they were getting inbred. Oh, A little genetic diversity, yeah. That one guy from the Habsburg that was like, oh my goodness. Catherine was brought up Catholic and changed her religion to Anglican for the royal family. Ooh. Yes. They called her Waity Katie. Did I say hi, Yaya? Hence the change from K to the Anglican C spelling. Neat. Wise Angel, thank you. See, we learn stuff every day. Every day. Okay. So I wanted to talk to y'all real quick about bird flu. Okay. And a lot of people going, oh, poo poo, bird flu. And, it's been around since the 1990s. And just like with the regular flu and with COVID and all this other stuff, these things kind of morph and change over time. The fake that Kate hasn't done one video thanking her well-wishers makes no sense. Well, she did do that video explaining about her treatment and all that. Yeah, I have gummies. I'm not on them right now. Your mom is one of those who thinks bird flu is a sham. Yeah. SARS. Exactly, Amelia. It's SARS. Oh, poo poo bird flu. Hey, Willow. How are you, sweetheart? I'm doing okay. Kate the Great, and we are talking about Princess Kate. What a coincidence. Is it a conspiracy? Anyway, bird flu. Okay, so here's the thing. One night that I was actually able to go to bed at a reasonable time, I get a knock on my door, and the entire family is outside my door with a bird in a box. And they're like, hey, you used to have a pigeon, right? I'm like, no, I used to have a parrot. And so the little bird in the box with the blanket is having seizures. And they told me that this pigeon was flying over and just literally fell out of the sky and started having seizures in our yard. And the first thing I thought of was bird flu. So we looked it up, and I said, don't touch it. Don't leave it out there so the cat can eat it, or, just whatever. Wash your hands. Hi. You got your tinfoil hat on? Okay. This is actually sort of legit. So I started really looking at the bird flu thing. And here is a situation summary from the Center for Disease Control. They're like official people. Like I said, bird flu's been around since the 90s. Bear with me. Sorry. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has illuminated the fasten seatbelt sign. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright and locked position. Right. HIV was actually the first virus to jump species. Yes. Yes. Oh, thank you. What are we saying here? The alleged Willie they all saw was actually a wire from the box on her back, and she had a mic on. In Nigeria was for her. Oh, you're talking about Megan, right? Yeah, Megan. Yes, she's amongst her people in Nigeria. Yeah. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. The World Health Organization pandemic treaty is really scary. Forced lockdowns, forced vaccines, and forced medical experiments. It's true, guys. And even though this isn't like a tinfoil hat thing, hey, Shauna. Hi, sweetheart. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. But anyway, so here's the thing. Bird flu is real. It's been real forever. And here's the thing. In years past, hang on just a second. Anyway, so in the past, it has crossed species and people have been affected. The scary thing is that 50% of the people that were infected with bird flu before died. 50%. So basically, it starts with wild birds and then it's gone to poultry. So just this year alone, we've had about 6 million egg-laying hens destroyed because of bird flu. Now, it's crossed over into dairy cows. And they're even looking at beef cows, like for steaks and hamburgers and stuff. George Orwell. Yes. But anyway, so it's crossed over into beef. And they've detected bird flu, the H5N1, in milk and in meat. And right now there's about 7 or 8 people in the United States. Look, primarily in Texas. There's my state. We're all blue. But so there are humans that have been infected. Okay, so we got the second human case of H5 bird flu associated with the dairy cow outbreak. The surveillance system shows no indicators of unusual influenza activity in people, including the avian influenza. So I'll drop this if you guys want to monitor that. But yeah, it's jumped species. Okay, what scares me, right? What scares me. Stop it. Here we go. Let me share this. Is that they say that, COVID was all scary and horrible and whatnot. And I honestly think COVID was just kind of a trial run to see how many people would actually go along with the whole, hey, lockdown, hey, masks, hey, lose your job if you don't get vaccinated. I think that was a test run. So this is WHO, the World Health Organization. Well, it's from The Guardian, but WHO. The chief scientist voices fears about H5N1 variant that has extraordinarily high mortality rate in humans. Right? Right? There, that's my Guardian of America. I'm just proving to you guys because last time I said anything about it, I was poo-pooed. Yes, we had no way of testing for swine flu either. Exactly. Well, what do they call the PPD? Those rapid tests? They don't have anything. Sounds like a great time. Eggs, live ova, and pigs were used to culture vaccines. Yes. Now most of our egg-laying hens, a lot of them were killed. Yes, it's jumping species. And one is not good. No. The World Health Organization is the new world order in disguise. Well, here's the thing that concerns me, okay? Because last year, the leader of the World Health Organization came out, made a whole statement thing saying, hey, y'all, it's not if, it's when disease X is going to be our next pandemic, and it's going to kill 2/3 of humanity. This is from who? Dropping breadcrumbs? No, they're just all out there with it flapping in the wind going, look. So I don't know if they have planned on releasing shit to kill a bunch of us, population control, or what's happening. But I'm telling you that you have to take these things seriously. Yeah, it's been in existence since 1901. It became a concern by WHO around 1996 and named the H5N1. Yeah, exactly. Amethyst moon. It's 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock there. There's a documentary called Vaccine Hunters. Very interesting. Yep. COVID was a trial run. We have H5N1 knocking around the UK for a couple of years with the birds literally dropping out of the sky. That's what this pigeon did. It literally dropped out of the sky and just laid on the grass having a seizure. Yeah, they blame migratory birds. Yeah. How'd the migratory birds get it? Perhaps microwaves or magnetic anomalies are causing. You know what? I don't know if you guys remembered. It was in the news, like maybe 6 months ago or something. It was just this weird ass thing that these huge, massive flocks of birds were literally falling out of the sky dead. They were flying, they were dead, they fell. And, you know, some of them still flat, but basically they were dead. And people were saying, like, oh, God, we don't know what that is. What happened to that? But now it's been reported, allegedly, that those areas were testing 6G cell technology, which is, you know, all cell technology is microwave, more or less. But anyway, so the 6G that they were testing, and this is the tinfoil hat part. This is weird shit that grandma talks about. Is that the 6G was them testing to see what frequencies will work to render an organism either paralyzed or kill it. Hey, whoa, look at that, would ya? YT is a-hole. The inventor of testing swabs said they wouldn't detect COVID, and he suddenly dropped dead. Right? It's a possibility, Camelia. I missed something. I'm sorry. Tinfoil hat on, but yes, I don't doubt it. Too many crazy things that are going on. How to get rid of dependent people. Me. Babies. Ow, kitty. My God, my cat just gave himself a concussion trying to jump on my lap. So if milk is pasteurized, the flu survived? No. Actually, ultra pasteurized milk so far has been okay. It's the unpasteurized milk, people drinking raw milk, that they say are at a higher risk of having themselves be contaminated by the bird flu right now. But I will tell you that in New York, New Jersey area, the beginning of this year, our government, our CDC literally contaminated milk in just a few specific towns. They were not connected, but they did this so that people would go to the emergency rooms and go to first responders and all that to test the communication between each of these departments. For real. Look at it. Look at it. I see you can take away benefits and give vouchers and catalogs. Yeah. Yeah, put your tinfoil clothes on. It's been proven there are metals in the vax. Yeah. I'm not surprised. You know, I was one of the people that I had to get the vaccine or lose my job, which was stupid because we were working from home and that was part of an option of our job anyway. So what did it matter? I wasn't going to go in and touch the coffee pot and cough all over everybody in the office. I appreciate this discussion. It brings up concerns that people ignore because most of us are just trying to survive the day. They're needed to encourage people to research for themselves. The truth is stranger than fiction. Pasteurized milk goes through a heating process in ultraviolet. Yes, exactly. Feeding contaminated grain, bird poop. Yeah, that's how it's crossed over into the cows. And here's the thing. Here's an idea. Um. Oh, here we go. This is good. This is a great one. Let me share this with you. It's about bird flu, and I'll go into some other crap. Ermagerd, the U.S. is underprepared for bird flu outbreak. Epidemiologists warned. That was updated May 24th, which was last Friday. This comes after the second human bird flu case was announced by the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention in connection with a multi-state outbreak in dairy cows. Highly pathogenic avian influenza is an infectious viral illness that spreads primarily among wild and domestic birds. But the virus that causes the bird flu can sometimes jump into animals, including dairy cows, and in some cases humans. On Tuesday, the CDC put out new recommendations. Hey, you know what? This graphic right here is actually from Canva. I almost used it. To state and local health officials for them to continue operating influenza surveillance systems at enhanced levels over the summer to identify further human infections with the H5N1. So these are new articles, guys. Here's a neat one, and I'm sharing this with you guys so you can research it and you can protect themselves. Check this out. No, stop it. I hate that. San Francisco Chronicle. Okay. This is in the Bay Area. It investigated an unusual surge of flu viruses in Northern California. No, I'm not subscribing. I'm not going to. Anyway, this whole thing was talking about the wastewater, because most cities, they take the wastewater that comes from our kitchens and our bathrooms. You guys are desperate for the subscription here, aren't you? Anyway, and they take it to a water treatment plant, and then it's just stop it. Yeah, and then it's just pumped back out. It's purified and it's pumped back out, and we use it again. So they're finding that their wastewater has been contaminated. Microwave plus, you're not supposed to put exactly. So if we're all shot up with metals in the vaccines and they hit us with microwaves, I don't know. I had to get the vaccine to continue to speak to people over bloody Zoom calls. Right? Yeah. We're nowhere near our people. We're not going to spread it anywhere. But yeah, to keep my job, I had to get poked. Yeah, viruses and bacteria are totally different. Exactly. And we feed all our animals all kinds of unnatural things in the US. Yes, we do. Here's another fun fact, okay? Because part of that whole depopulating, getting rid of the weak and the dependent people and all that stuff, which is like, this is a tinfoil hat, but I'm just going to spin there for a second. Just a second. Weird shit that grandma talks about. And it is part of the DNI. And it's part of the Sustainable Development Goals. So you guys can look those things up and see it. Who warned us about disease X that's going to come along? Is this disease X? No, I don't know. Maybe. But they know. They know that there's going to be a massive sickness where 1 in 4 people are going to be unalive. They're going to be killed. They're going to die because of these viruses. Right. Antibacterial wipes, cleaners, etc. Pointless. Oh, here we go. One of my psychic friends was saying it was time to start preparing by buying or canning more food as something was on the horizon. Yeah, they've been saying that for quite a while, but I mean, we are seeing it. If they're not killing us off with viruses, they're going to starve us. There's food shortages left and right. Beef prices are going to be going up because the farmers can't afford to feed them anymore, so they're selling them off right now. So buy your beef and freeze dry it or cook it or freeze it or whatever right now. But here's the fun thing, all right? Here's another one. You've heard of the deer wasting disease? It was a big thing up in Montana, Wyoming, that they're zombie deer, or what they're called, zombie deer. And it's like consumption for deer. But here's the really bad thing that they just found out, that people who go out and hunt deer to eat, they can actually hunt deer that look healthy. They don't have the symptoms. They're not foaming. They're not staggering. They're not skinny. They look like regular healthy deer, but they're just asymptomatic. So they're basically like patient zero deer. So that's being transferred over into humans as well. Better not come from my birds. Be very careful what we feed them. Make sure the area they have, yeah, water and food dishes are sanitized every few days. Exactly. I'm going to see what Salty Cracker has to say about this bird flu. Who's Salty Cracker? Oh, you have chickens? Oh, no, you don't have to get rid of them. No. Here's the thing. If the inspectors go in to say, like, we have a bird farm, a chicken farm that's primarily for laying eggs, maybe it's Tyson or something, right? They're not going to test every bird. They're going to test, like, maybe if they have 2,000 birds, they're going to test maybe 10. And if they have like a 40%, say like 4 out of those 10 chickens tested positive, they're going to cull the whole flock. All 2,000 of them have to die. That's what's happening. And the bad thing is that as far as chicken meat, even if the chicken did have bird flu, if you cook it to 160 degrees internal temperature, it kills that virus. Same thing with beef. I don't know. Both game and patio chicken. Oh, yes, I love chickens. Our water treatment plant has been caught illegally discharging untreated sewage into our seas and rivers when it rains. Yes, exactly. And there are a bunch of people saying, oh, thank God I'm on a well. I have well water. Guess what, yo? A bunch of this shit has seeped into our groundwater, which affects your wells. Make your own sustainable chicken food. There's a guy who shows you how to do it on YouTube. Do you know his name? There are microscopic pictures of nanobots in the blood of vaccinated people. Okay, I'll have to look that up, Peggy. And it is bloody expensive. It is expensive enough as it is. And we're going to get to the point where we're going to have ration cards like we did in World War II. To get sugar, to get coffee, all that kind of thing. They're going to start handing out rationing cards. Whoa, that's my prophecy. I don't eat farm meat. Oh, gosh, yeah. Yeah. These organic everything, grass-fed dairy. Don't eat meat. I don't want yuck food. That's good, Queen. That's good, Queen. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the zombie deer, right. ASDA Walmart here, the food has gone up 45% over the last few years, in some cases another 60%. Yes. Oh, good. Oh, you're isolated on the island. Oh, but I want to be with you. I love BC, Victoria. Nikola Tesla has some interesting theories about food and consuming energy. I love Tesla. Yes, I do. Oh, here we go. Salty is a hilarious creator that's into politics and undercurrent in society. I want to know him. I want to watch him. So many deer that hang out in your yard, they all look healthy. Ah, my little next door app I shared with you guys yesterday about the weirdo who was having the alley party and to come with an open mind and non-judgmental. You didn't see that? That was interesting. Anyway, so my next door app, somebody had posted that this lady has a 6-foot privacy fence around her backyard. And we have alleys behind all of our houses here in Lubbock because that's where all the trash dumpsters and everything are and all the utilities, like the sewer and the gas and all that stuff's out there. And so it's not very wide, typical alley width, maybe car and a half, because if you meet cars face to face, someone's got to back up. Anyway, so they found a deer in their backyard and they didn't realize that deer can jump from like a standstill position 6 feet over their privacy fence into the backyard. Isn't that cool? I believe it is Belgium started a program giving citizens chickens. It's an effort to cut down on food waste, encourage people to do yeah, that's what we need to do. Are UK deer okay? Otherwise, DEFRA, government agency, would have ordered a mass cult. Yeah, that's good. Viruses flourish in intensive farming that's reliant on antibiotics and hormones. Yes, overcrowding and animal cruelty cause it. Exactly, Amelia. Exactly. Evil Queen. Our deer stay across the street. Wish they would have come into your yard. I love deer. But they still call all the birds. Yes, all the birds. So even the healthy ones, maybe like, the 4 out of the 10 that they actually tested are, in the West Wing, and all the healthy ones in the East Wing are living happy chicken lives. They all have to die because somehow or another they were probably exposed. We don't have well water in the UK. Can't remember, as I was watching when I couldn't sleep, was awoken after a nightmare. Talking about nightmares. Have to run. Okay. All right, Shauna. New Zealand's food gets sold for export. Well, yes. Very expensive seconds. Cost of food in New Zealand is horrendous. Oh, he's on YouTube and Rumble, and he's called Salty Cracker. I'll have to look. Oh, I bet. It's just beautiful there. Yes, Tesla was brilliant. My cats used to try and stalk mine. A couple of weeks ago, the deer chased the cat up almost on the deck. Excuse me, and you were trying to get back in the house. Watch Psychic LJ. She's been predicting prepping and other stuff. I've been seeing Mount Etna erupting, yes, and also predicted Justin Bieber would become a dad by the end of the year, too. Yeah, that's probably... Isn't he married now? We need to go back to the old ways of farming, less intensive, less environmentally unsound. Oh, okay. I remember you from Voice for the Voiceless. She's talking about you two as asshole. Yeah, we do. Well, here's the thing. There are some people that still live a rural kind of self-sufficient lifestyle. But most of us are so reliant on the power grid, on the internet, on, going to the Walmart or some sort of store to pick up our food. We don't know our neighbors well enough to barter with them. I mean, if they have a peach tree and I have tomatoes, can we trade? Can we barter? We don't do that anymore. I mean, I've been out to farmers markets here, which are great, by the way, but most of the people out there, are buying crafts. They're buying like, wreaths for the door, or they're buying, milk dispensers that look like cows and make a moo sound when they tip them over. And yay, we buy a watermelon or some local apples while we're there too. They live the simplistic lifestyle, yeah. Yes, she did. I was there for that one. It was a couple weeks before anyone found out. Huh. In the old days, we didn't eat so much meat. Now we eat it 3 times a day. Yeah, I eat once a day. I eat 1 time a day. Your friend Willie and I have been aware of what's really going on for many years. Yes, Peggy. Yes. People think we're crazy, girl. Oh, you're working on getting a mini farm. Oh, so cute. I've got some information about how to purify water for drinking if for some reason the water stops pumping in your area. Found out they actually teach this in third world countries. If you gather water, now if it's got like yuck in it, like silt or dirt or something, then obviously you're gonna have to strain that part out, and just cheesecloth works. But if you have any kind of clear container, and it can be, as long as it's code 1, the BPA free plastic, you can use those. But clear glass or the BPA free plastic containers, they're clear. You put the water in them and put them out in the sun. They teach this in third world countries. Now, if it's like a good strong sun, it's bright and hot and everything's great, 6 hours outside is fine. But if you have like we have today, which is a couple cloudy days, it still works on cloudy days because there's still UV rays that come through, but you need to keep the water out there longer. So like maybe 2 days, keep it out there. But it has to be clear plastic or clear glass in order for this to work, because anything that's colored on it, blue or green or whatever, actually that will filter out the UV rays that are going to be doing the you do that in your little village. Everybody stockpiles because we don't know when we will get stuck here in town. Yes. Do an experiment. Turn your power off for 24. Oh yeah. There are people in Houston, Texas, from the storms. We had like the tornadoes and stuff, and I think that was today's the 30th, so it was either last week or the week before. They've been without power for like 2 weeks. There are still some people without power in Houston, Texas area because of those things. 2 weeks. Fortunately for them, they can get in their car and drive down, in the next town or whatever has power, and they can get their ice and all that kind of stuff. But we ain't playing, yo. I ain't drinking anything out of our river after all those cars have been dumped in there. Yeah. Oh, it's 3 or 4 hours to town. Ooh. We went to a meeting today, so we had a buffet lunch, but unlike the rest, I could only manage once. It's kind of amazing to me how people, oh yeah, it's a buffet and I'm going to start with a salad, and then they put all the eggs and the sunflower seeds and all the dressings and all the things on it, and then that salad kind of looks like something Henry VIII would eat, and it's probably like a 2,800 calorie salad, and then they go for more. Okay. Do-do-do-do. 2 winters ago, our village was out of power for 11 days. It's hard, isn't it? I'm so not a survivalist. You can be, baby. Start buying canned foods, especially canned meat. Like canned chicken or tuna or salmon, or there's like canned beef and stuff like that. In the event you get to the point where you can't go to the store, I mean, even America is issuing, our FEMA is issuing warnings that you need to have food and water and some sort of battery powered backup and lighting or heating type of thing for 72 hours. Now, Latvia, their government issued a warning that their 72 hours, they said 72 months. Latvia needs to be prepared for 72 months. My granddad taught me to put water in a green glass bottle and leave them in the sun to purify it. Don't know if there's any truth to it, though. I don't know, baby. The thing I was reading were, in the third world countries, the villages and whatnot, they said, don't use the colored glass because UV needs to get directly through to the water. But it's just as, I'm pretty sure if they did it long enough, left it out there long enough, people should locate them in a spring. It will probably be a long wait in an emergency situation, but better than icky river water. Exactly. And that's where the paper maps, like the Thomas Brothers maps, come in handy. Because if you have everybody with the same idea of going out to that spring to get water, having those topographical paper maps can show you the way around all the traffic, all the clogging, congestion. It's also an idea for bug out if you're trying to leave. They would deliver bottled water to our doors here. Yeah. Bath. Yes. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, honey. Solar showers. Solar shower bags. Yes, anything camping related. Start looking at that. If you see it in a yard sale, I mean, whether it's like kerosene propane lanterns for light and heat, or water filtration bags, or solar showers, or all that stuff. Camping gear will be very helpful for you in the event we do lose water and power. Boil the water, no runny poos. Exactly. I mean, even some cities, they still have water, but there's something icky with it. And so they get a boil water warning. Yes. Also, make sure you have a battery radio and plenty of batteries. If you can rely on solar power. I have a little, it's an all-in-one. It's actually solar charged. It's a radio, AM/FM radio. It also gets, I don't know, that weird emergency broadcast thing. But it can crank. Like if I have to be inside with no light, I can crank it to power it up and charge it up. And I can also plug in like any of my USB stuff, or I could plug in a light to it. I'll have to find the thing and I'll share it. Hey, welcome, Bo. Welcome, Sixons Amelia. France. Oh, we'll start getting some off Temu. Well, you found out how to make your own safe candles that last for 5 days going straight. Crisco or lard melted with a cotton wick. Make for wicked ones. Ooh. Saw a video and they said that the lockdowns went much better than the government realized. Exactly. Oh, look, they were so good at believing us. Hey, Bo. Hi, sweetheart. Thank you so much for your kindness. Yep. Yep, sir. Yep. Oh, yep, you can remember. Oh, well, thank you. Let me give you some of my funky little guys here. Some of my thank yous.
Give it to me like.
All the new members, welcome.
Grandma.
Welcome. Thank you. Yeah. I'm okay, sweetheart. I'm okay. Oh, you are non-complier and you're not sorry. No, well, you're probably not going to be one of the zombie people like we are. Oh, hi, yeah, there you are, baby. Hi, sweetheart. Yeah, so we have 9 planets aligning. They're all lined up like they're waiting in line for movie tickets. All of our planets are aligning on June 3rd. And there's weird energy, there's weird draining, which is why I'm kind of emotional right now. And I woke up in about 3 o'clock this morning and I was burning up. So I thought, man, I must have a fever because I was so hot. I was sweating. I have my little air conditioner on here. And I have cement floor in my little garage suite. So it should be fairly cool in here. But I woke up hot as hell. So I took my temperature. My temperature was 94. 94. That's on the way to hypothermia. And I don't know what the hell that's about. But that was weird and scary. Oh, in your sphere, you call it purebloods. Yes. And all of this that are vaccinated, we're all mudbloods. Yes, where the candles come in. Exactly. Yes, yes. I love you too. Yep. Not vaccinated. Haven't had a cold or flu for 30 years. Good for you, baby. Yes. Oh, you're always cold? Don't know why I have to sleep very cold lately. It scares my kids. Ooh. I don't sleep properly. Yes. I don't think anybody does. Yeah. So emotions are high. Oh, sorry, that was personal. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, that was kind of a personal thing. Didn't mean to highlight those. But anyway, guys, just be a heads up that there is something on the horizon, whether it's disease X or whether it's bird flu or whether it's deer wasting. Just be prepared, okay? Even if it just sounds like, oh, FEMA said that I need to have some food and water around. Do that. You don't have to have the nuclear bug out bag and the AK whatevers and all that. So if you don't need to go like crazy prep. Oh, I want to show you this while I'm at it. And then I'll let you go because my aunt was about to take the shot. And thanks to Salty Cracker saying they were fighting it, she didn't. Good job. Yeah, problem regulating body temperature with fibromyalgia. Yep, that's true. That's true. Miramataka moon phases. I love that. I love that. I was actually in a different chat and somebody had New Zealand in their name and I said Kia ora and they're like, whoa, so I felt like I was really cool. And I thought of my six sense Amelia. Oh no problem. You're gonna try and do that. I want to make sure I'm prepared for my kids. Yes. Okay, so talking about prepper crap. Stop. Okay, I want to show this to you because you know that Mark Zuckerberg has some property over in Hawaii, along with Oprah Winfrey and some other people. But anyway, so he's got contractors out there building this underground bunker for him, and all these people are required to sign a non-disclosure agreement, an NDA. So watch this. Watch this. I'm not going to do sound. You notice the colored plastic round discs on my neighbor's mailboxes. What is that, Peggy? What is that? Okay. Watch this. These are bunkers, y'all. So basically, you and me, if we have a basement or something, yay, maybe we have a storm cellar, yay. But if you're not a freaking millionaire, basically it's fuck you little people. Rich tube. Number 5. The Apadilla. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It has a golf course. It has a helipad. Okay. Those things right there that looks like they have a view, those are actually just TVs. Right there. Those are just TVs that you can program to look like anything outside. These are inside bunkers, guys. Inside of bunkers. Ooh, nicer than what I live in now. A lot of these places. There's one in Kansas. Ooh, well appointed, richly decorated. If you got enough money, you can live down here. Bunch of these places have like recreational facilities. Like this one has a shooting range. They have saunas. They have inside forests and agriculture. They're really not doing like a bunch of animals down below. This is a bunker, guys. Bunker. They have school facilities. There's the greenhouse. There's the gym. There's the storage. Oh, some of them have places where you can actually store and park your incredibly expensive car collection. Bunkers. Bunkers. Oh, this one has a movie theater. Woohoo. Some of them have guards. They actually have paid armed guards. And Vivos Europa. Bunker. These are bunkers. Oh, yes, look at that. Richly appointed. This is your concierge. You know, there is there's a rumor. Okay, this place is not real. Trident Lakes. This is actually just one of the artists' rendition because it was supposed to be like for the rich of the rich. It's supposed to be like the Disneyland, but all these people invested in it and it never really got built. That's about it. It's like a country club. Trident Lakes. Yeah. So boo on you if you don't have $20 million. That's why they melted Maui. Right. So all them people can buy up all the land real cheap. Yes. Thank you, Peggy. Thank you. Thank you. Bougie bunkers. Yeah. Like totally Bergdorf's underground. You live in the world, and yes, you've seen some things, but you usually don't talk about those things. But we are seeing. Bunkers aren't going to do diddly shite. They have to come out eventually. Yes. And if you haven't seen it, Netflix has the live action version of the video game called Fallout, which I didn't think the video game is great. And I watched some of the live action, and it's not so great either. Open the Rock were talking heads for the operation. The homeowners aren't getting the funds that were collected. Ah, surprise! It's a club, and you ain't invited. George Carlin. I love him. Peggy is a good soul. She may be spicy, but that's why I adore her. The way she supports people is amazing. Yes. Yeah, people. You know me. I like the exactly very expensive coffins. I'd rather die than live like that. Seen some of those places, underground silo. Yes. Many tens of millions for those. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'll go in my little unfinished basement. Yes. You know what I'm gonna do? If there's some sort of nuclear warhead headed in this way, I'm gonna go outside with my catcher's mitt. I'm just telling you right now, because I don't want to deal with all that. Large wildflowers. People still haven't gotten a dime of aid money. Yes, exactly. Mm-mm. Carlin was right about so much. Everything. Yeah, that is that he wasn't off, but I guess because he made people laugh. You know, people are, it's just funny. No, it was true. Bunkers, wombles, underground, overground, wombling free. Overground. Okay. Wombling. Guys, it makes me feel so much better just to come and to love on you guys and to have you love me back and all that, because sometimes I feel very alone and I feel very used. I feel like I'm just some sort of fodder for our government and our corporations, and basically I'm just a number and I'm a bank account, and that's it. You know, they think it's okay to increase our electric bill by 10 or 15%. You know, to the corporations, what's another $30, $40 a month to somebody? You know what, yo? That $30 or $40 might be food for a week. You don't know. But because their cost of distribution or getting the materials in or whatever has increased, they got to pass it along to us. Same thing with the food and the distribution. If gas rises, diesel prices go up, then it has to be passed along to us. And in the meantime, and I'm going to leave you with this because I'm going to flip the fuck out if I talk about it too much. In the meantime, our government decided we're going to okay another $260 billion to send to Ukraine. We don't have that money. We don't have that money. The United States is in debt. Our GDP is what, about $6 trillion a year. The interest alone on our debt, and most of it goes to China, the interest alone on our debt is $1 trillion a year. And we keep borrowing and building it up. It's going to be about $1 trillion a month. And then we're going to crash. And then what? Oh, no. Yeah. Billions of us are hurting just like you. Yes. We are much more than a number. And you know what? way long time ago, when a bunch of people from Europe came over and started colonizing the east coast of the United States, and kings and sovereigns and all this shit across the pond decided, oh, well, we need more money and we've got colonies over here in America, so let's just tax them more because we need more money to spend. And the people in the colonies over here said, fuck you. And they called that the American Revolution. There's also a French Revolution. And England hasn't had a whole big, we don't want sovereign anymore. But, they've had their issues, like Guy Fawkes. He tried to get rid of everybody in Parliament and the royal family and everything. Didn't quite work for him. But, we always have people who rise up and say, no more. No more. We're not going to take it. No, we ain't going to take it. Yeah, I got distracted. Same is happening in New Zealand. The government, the Crown, are trying to throw out the Treaty of Waitangi, the indigenous rights, all that are stopping corporations from pillaging this. Yeah. Yours is up to $500. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy. Yep, it's all part of the plan, yo. I stand with the First Nations people of Hawaii, guardians of the land. Ka'i Tiakai. Ka'i Tiaki. I probably mispronounced it. I tried. Taxation without representation. The license plates in the District of Columbia, which is where Washington, D.C. is located, the license plates for D.C. still say taxation without representation. If that doesn't tell you that our elected officials are only there for the power and the money that they can get from corporations who lobby them, that's why I want our politicians to wear NASCAR jumpsuits with the corporate sponsors on them so we know what we're dealing with. And summer hasn't even started. Oh, God, yes. But you'll be with your bees. That's the important part. They've weakened the resolve for men. Salty calls them soy boys. YT, I'm going to have to. Salty cracker. Hey, Wim. How are you? Hi, baby. Let's see if I can find this salty cracker. I will share him with you. Oh, look at this. Who's live? Johnson's live talking about Noah Pressgrove. I was going to put this off because Jonesy went live, but I decided, you know what? You guys could always watch. Oh, there he is. I'm going to subscribe. Let me see here. Let me see. Here he is. Salty Cracker. Oh, he's got 845,000 subs. Let's watch the crazy go down. Salty's YouTube live stream Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4:30 p.m. Pacific. Here we go. 7 hours ago. Nobody shows up to the Biden rally as he panders to black voters. Douchebag De Niro chased out of New York City after crying outside a Trump trial. Well, let's share my little buddy here, shall we? If you're interested in this kind of thing. If not, don't sub. He's an angry little cracker. Woohoo! Did I know that 95% of New Zealand is under USA mineral lease? Yeah. I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. I really am. I just, I wasn't really a political person. Warning, he's Team FJB. Oh, fuck Joe Biden? Is that it? Well, we all have our own taste, our own thoughts. But oh my God. Yeah. So I'm going to need you guys to help me. Okay? I'm going to need you to help me. I'm putting together a video. I'm going to go to my news stations, and it's going to be a fuck Ford Motor Cars video. I've been doing research as far as Ford's history. When did they know about the problem with my car and other cars? Quality at Ford is absolutely screwed. And you know what I found out today? The United Auto Workers unions just did a tentative agreement with Ford Motor Cars to increase the wages and make the benefits better and all that stuff that the unions do, right? With Ford Motor Cars. And they're so thrilled that an entry-level position in the Ford production plants, not corporate or anything, in the Ford production plants, an entry-level position, and they're so thrilled that they got this, is increased to $16.32 an hour. And of course, that's going to, go up by 100-something% over the next 5 years. But 1632. My grandboy works at Taco Bell. He makes $15 an hour at Taco Bell. And the people that are making our cars and trucks, the beginners on them, make $16 an hour. No wonder the quality is shit. Yeah, fix or repair daily. Found on road dead. Oh, yeah. There's something called tack marks, stickers in the back of signs that direct the UN troops where to go. Yes, that's true. Yeah. Is that in America? Yes, it's in America. It sure is. What is that? Oh, getting a ride into town. Woohoo! Big day. It's a small rural shopping center. I love you, Amelia. Thank you so much for coming in. I think every generation goes through a mourning for what has. The world evolves, sometimes devolves. Yes. And I still have to go through the 20-year cycle, the 80-year blocks. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that next. I'm going to put that up there. There's an Agenda 30. The 80-year blocks is what we're going through. We're actually going into the place where we're going to we're basically going to implode, and then everything's going to be better. Minimum wage is $25 an hour. However, the cost of living is exorbitant. Exactly. It's like the people were freaking out in New York City because people at McDonald's are making $15 or $19 an hour. Yeah, and that's poverty wages for New York City. Thank you very much. When you go in and you can't buy a 32-ounce soda anywhere out of a fountain because of some law, and for that 24-ounce soda that you're going to buy, it's going to be $8. Yeah, making $15 to $19 an hour each. Shit. I'm getting Ford to bring the plant out of Mexico. They're probably doing better shit than we are. It's just corporate greed. Nissan salaries, UK maintenance technician, 24 salaries submitted, was 33 to 42,000 pounds. That's nuts. 0 open jobs. That's crazy. You can't raise a family on that. My dad bought a house for like $6,000 back in the 60s. He was the only person that worked. We had 2 cars. My mom had the nice new one. My dad had the old Comet, the Vomit. But we had 2 cars. And, you know, we could go on vacations and a whole 9 yards. Oh, yeah, can't find information. Yeah. Well, that's telling in itself, isn't it? Yeah, if they're hiding shit. Oh my God. I've been on here for an hour and a half. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it so much. So we're going to get together. This is our game plan. We're going to get together and I'm going to do a members only so you guys can help me with my video, you know, my fuck Ford video. And then I've already reached out in email to my TV stations in the area to see who wants to actually, you know, help me. I love you guys. Life kind of sucks. And I'm going to blame the emotions on the planetary alignment that's coming up. But we're not alone. We have each other. Yeah, especially not in England. The cost of living is way crazy. Are you down at a comment? Get your comment and vomit today. My cousin Terry, God rest her soul, like, you know, my dad and I always joked around. We called the comet the vomit. It was the white vomit. And my cousin Terry could not hear the word vomit without becoming nauseated and wanting to vomit. Thank you, guys. Yes, we're together. Love you, Bo. Welcome to all the new members. So I'm going to do a members only probably tomorrow. I have to go to bed. I have to go to sleep. Life is super hard. Oh, I love you and I'm so blessed to have you, Mel. Huh. My dad's was literally green. Okay, I'm going to play my outro. And all the helplines and stuff are in my outro all the time. They're always in my video description, in my about section. So if you need someone to talk to, damn it, reach out. Hang on. I don't cry very often. And when I start to cry, I feel like I'm never going to be able to stop. But I do, I love you guys. So look at these things. Just remember that kindness is free. And let's try to be better humans, okay?